Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network. And welcome back, everybody. Many of us contemplating life, our situation, maybe changing our situation. It's never easy. I get that. Many of us kind of shy away from making any kind of changes. It's kind of scary at times. Imagine if you had the tools and you had the community to support you in making those decisions to move your life forward. This gentleman represents that. And I love what he calls himself. He's the unemployedgenius.com. And he's connected with an amazing community we're going to learn more about today. Franklin McQuaid is on the program. Welcome back. How are you doing today, sir?
Oh, extremely awesome and getting better by the day. That seems to be my motto. It's awesome. Thank you.
I feel that from you, that you're very positive and you look at every day as another opportunity for positivity and move your life forward and helping other people. In this program, which we're going to get to in just a moment, that supports many. Do you hear that from a lot of people that they're contemplating some changes in their life at this time?
Well, what I'm hearing is they'd like to, but yet they don't know how. They don't have the resources, or they just don't believe because they're working or not working. They don't have the funds, the resources, the possibilities. They just have no clue on how they're going to reposition from where they are now to where they'd actually like to take themselves. So they just settle and say, well, we're just going to go for the ride and just enjoy what I have, and so be it. You know?
How does this all begin? And is there, I'm not even sure of the official name of the program. Does it have one?
Well, again, the Unemployed Genius is a vehicle, and we work with an affiliate company called Great Life Worldwide.
Gotcha.
The founder's been around or in the industry for over 30 years, and he first started off in the nutritional field. But recently, we expanded in the digital product world of life coaching. I call it life building personally, because of all the tools and services we have, it truly gives a person no excuse not to change where they're at in life. And what's really cool is they have a compensation plan on it, page 10 different ways. We'll get into that another time. But it's not necessarily about creating income or finances. Finances, everybody needs that. But it's what you can do with the finances. The type of life you can start now to live. It's about having, I call assurance, if you will. It's very important for people to take control of their life and develop themselves into that person, in that lifestyle they want to be able to become and have, because then they can offer humanity to the person they're meant to be, bringing more value to them and humanity. It just makes more sense. I mean, I'd rather get paid developing myself and growing than working for a company which really has no respect for who you are as an individual. I mean, it's just...
So I'm seeing two different things here. I'm seeing the tools to help you personally move your life forward, make those changes, if that's what your goal is. But then I see it over here when you share it with others that helps you in terms of your abundance, revenue, whatever you want to call that. So is it two different things in play?
Well, yeah, you're sharing the services and programs to create the cash flow because of the way the compensation plan is. So yes, it is network marketing. I'll throw it right out there. But what we're marketing is an improved version of who we are as individuals. The tools and services to help us to grow in multiple areas of our life. So that way we can focus in on where we really want to take ourselves. What is it we really want to achieve? Because there's so many people that want to achieve things, but they have the lack of funds for one, the lack of time. So if we can help them to show that, let's pull together as a community of people and share a program which is simply inexpensive, but it has extreme value in multiple ways, not just finances, but in knowledge, okay, in peace of mind, okay. I mean, we all want to be able to know how's our future going to turn out, and the best way to predict your future is to create it. So we're helping people to recognize that together, okay. We are a community of people. We have live streams, we have live calls, we have Facebook groups. We have all kinds of things in play to where if one person wasn't there, you got somebody else you can work with. You can go to the group. It's open. It is a phenomenal atmosphere. It's people like you and I, okay, simple people, knowing that now we can truly change the way we are doing things in our life to have a better quality of life.
You know, it's amazing that many of us take the victim mentality. Oh, look at my life. You know, what's going on here? You know, that's happening. This person did that. I'm dealing with this. But really, essentially, we are a canvas and we hold the paintbrush and we can paint whatever we want. And that is the choices that we can make to circumvent these challenges around us. But we have the choice. Can you share, Franklin, a situation maybe with yourself or somebody else, how this program has helped somebody move their life forward?
Oh, geez. There's been people who's had no clue on how to manage their time, their day, because there's so much in it. You know, we learn how to schedule our day, our time, and different things. So that way we can, step by step, get to where you want to go. Giving ourselves, learning how to focus. Okay, I have some unique things. I wrote down a couple of our books, like for example, okay, 1% better every day. How to become more self-aware. Attitude is key. 101 self-help tips. Time mastery. Okay, those are just a few books out of the hundreds of books, as well as audio books. Okay, for those that don't like to read. Okay, and video. Okay, these are there to help us again to speak into us new hope, vision, and possibilities. We want people to recognize that it is possible. Okay, a lot of these things should be common knowledge, not common practice. We help them to groom their minds and reposition themselves so that way they can truly understand what it's going to take to succeed in their own personal endeavors.
Every topic that you just mentioned is key. I'm like, give me more. Like
give you more. Okay.
Time mastery. I mean, that is one of our biggest challenges, whether we realize it or not, because money can come, money can go. You can't buy more time. You know, time is, you have this much. What are you going to do with it?
Right. It's learning how to leverage time and also leverage people. Because you leverage people who help you, it gives you more time to fulfill the other things you need to be doing throughout the day and throughout the week and so on and so forth. Anyone who's been successful, who's making any kind of real good income, they learned how to leverage. Okay. And that's what it's basically all about, leveraging, having a residual cash flow coming in. So that way they won't have to really worry about it, managing it. I mean, our life, we should learn how to manage it. You've heard the saying, mind your own business. But are you minding your own business? If you understand what I'm saying, take care of yourself. Learn how to truly be the warrior of your life. Okay, I like to use that word architect. Use the painter. Okay, we are the architect of our own future, knowing it, liking it or not. It's something we need to focus on. Mentally, be aware of the choices we're making and why we're making them.
What is the first step for somebody if they want to engage in the program?
Well, I would say, go to my website, unemployedgenius.com, or they can also then go to my Great Life site, which is actually, I just created a new domain for it, TUGS, TUGS, TUGS Living the Great Life.com. TUGS Living the Great Life.com. That will take you to my Great Life page. You'll see my name right up top. And it will take you through everything. You have everything there to find out about the compensation plan, the products and services. That's the same domain and website you would personally get for you after you decide to become a member.
Gotcha. Is this a monthly subscription type model?
Yes, it's a monthly subscription. It starts off with a one-time $49, which includes the first month $20 per monthly membership. Okay. For setup fees and so on and so forth. After that, it's just $20 a month. And as you start building and start doing things, I say building, sharing the programs. After 3 people, you're going to start getting paid what they call clone bonuses, which is extra cash flows. Again, the compensation's in there. Yes, it's network marketing, okay, but it's in a form that it's there to help people become an improved version of who they are.
Hmm. Interestingly, and just in the topics that you shared a few moments ago, if you were to hire a life coach to walk you through, it's hundreds and hundreds of dollars. It is what it is, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but there's big expense there where you've got one person you rely on, and they work with you on your goals. In this situation, you have all these programs, all of these tools at your fingertips. You have the community at your fingertips. How great is that? I mean, for a nominal monthly fee.
Yeah, you mentioned it because I made a mistake a week ago. I Googled it and I made the wrong statement. But, a life coach is about $250 to $375 an hour versus $20 a month. But you have an array of life coaches and live training to your availability. I mean, this is, and they're there for you because your success is their business. Okay. They made this corporation and vision with the listener, you in mind, because they knew what it would take for a person to reposition themselves. Again, now it gives you no excuse except you have to give yourself permission to say, I'm going to do it.
We talked about time management a moment ago. Is this something that you can do on your time schedule?
Yes, it doesn't take much. Okay. Everybody can find 10 minutes, 20 minutes a day to read, to understand, come to some of the trainings. And the trainings are also recorded. So if you have to miss something, you can go back and revisit. Okay. It's there for people who are struggling and also not struggling, because we have doctors and lawyers that are actually in the program that use the services, and they're helping their clients because of the services. It makes things so much easier because, you can't give away what you don't have. And when someone asks, what can I do? They say, well, I have something which help this person, that person. Why don't you give it a look over? And I'm even willing to flip out a few free ebooks just for people who want to email me and say, I'd like to have a book to see what the service is about. Because I want people to recognize I'm here to help you. Okay. You can't be stingy. You want to be able to help people. You want to be able to love people because we're all hurting. And right now we need to pull together because we are in some very uncertain times.
Sure.
But, as Americans or anybody, because it's a global, we can pull together as human beings, humanity, if you will, okay, and help each other be the best person we can be, so that way we can help other people to be able to live their life, like wherever they want it.
It sounds, for the fee, so incredibly reasonable, even if the fee was just for the tools and information, but you also have the potential to create a revenue stream for yourself as well.
Extremely a good revenue stream. Again, but we make no claims. Okay, I have to say that because by law, we make no claims what you're going to make and what you're going to do and how the product's going to work for you. Because it's totally up to you how you use them. If you don't use them, if you don't apply yourself, it's like going into work and punching in and standing at your machine and not doing anything. You're not going to have production. Okay. Sure. You have to apply yourself. Okay. I want people to recognize that there's a difference between a handout and a hand up. We're giving people hand ups. We're helping you.
When you think about all the things that we pay for, and just on my radar, I have a subscription to a program that allows me to log in from home to my office computer. It's $44 a month. I'm like, I got to get rid of it ASAP. I needed it, in a one-off situation, and it's still there. My point here is I don't even use it. Here is something that, potentially half the price of that. And there's so many different things here that you can, I would imagine, cherry pick. You know what? Time management. I want to learn how to perfect that. Relationships. I'm going hypothetical here, but I want to learn how to harness a business relationship. There's so much going on here for a nominal fee.
Believe it or not, we have books in all those areas, even financial management. I mean, you're going to be in awe of all the different books because I am. And it's like, there's so many and they're not long. Again, they're anywhere from 60 to maybe 100, 104 pages. And there's also audio, but the value of what it gives you, it will put a spin on the way you would look at these things in a completely different way. For those who are hungry for change, you have a smorgasbord.
Even to be part of the Facebook group community would be enough in itself, because you have people that I'm sure post in the group, I'm dealing with this challenge, I have that, whatever it might be.
Exactly. And that's it. Because now we get to work and see people who's gone through some of the things we've gone through. You've heard it say, I know what you're talking about, but unless you've gone through it, you really don't know. So when you come up with a situation in your life or a health issue or something, and you're looking for help and you find another person who's gone through exactly that, you feel confidence, you feel comfort, and you feel, again, assurance that there's hope. Because if they can overcome this, you too can overcome it. It may not be simple or easy, but it's doable.
Is there any number of the amount of either books, audio books, material that's out there that's available to somebody who joins?
No, the material is unlimited. I mean, you come in at a $20 membership, you're getting everything. Okay. Now there are additional courses that you can purchase down the road with some of these other professionals within the field, but just a $20 membership in itself, you have a slew of audio, a slew of ebooks, a slew of people as myself, our groups, live calls, live training, live Zooms that you can go to just for that $20 membership.
Wow. Is it when you become a member? Two questions here. Is there a contract? Do you have to sign up for a year, or is it month to month? That's my first question. And second, and it's related, when you become a member, is it just you have a portal that you can log into and that's where you access all the material?
Okay. No contracts, month by month. Okay. I mean, you decide to drop it, you decide to drop it. Okay. So there's no contract in that. As long as you're paying $20 a month, you're a member. Okay. So there's no pressure in you saying, well, you got to join for a year. It's not like that. Again, now your other question was,
if when you join, you get access to a portal and that's where everything is?
Yeah. You get a portal where everything is at. Okay. Including your tools, which has extra capture pages. When I say capture page, it's a link you can send out that a person can sign into to take the tour of the page in which you would go to, which would be your portal for them to review it. But at least now you got their contact information, their name, their email. Again, we have our Facebook group. So there's not just the portal that you get, okay, from Great Life and the websites and stuff like that. You get us, okay, because we're a community, we're a team of people that are serious about wanting to help people. Now, there's other groups who've joined Great Life that may be doing their services differently, but we're about people helping people because people need people and they need coaching, they need guidance, and we just love what we do. It's just something that, it's in our heart to say, hey, if you're willing and you're serious, we're here for you and we can help you to truly change that around.
Franklin, what brought you to the program?
Well, what brought me to the program was when I first initially started creating TUG, the Unemployed Genius Crusade. I was looking to use YouTube videos because they all say like, share, comment, so on. And there's a lot of great content out there, but yet I didn't know how to put together a program that's going to pay a person because knowledge and all this stuff's great, but they're still lacking the funds. Okay. The resource called finances. I still don't have the finances. When Nas introduced the Great Life International or Great Life Worldwide, they was bring aboard their nutritional program, all these digital books, life coaches, professional athletes, and people, professional cooks, people that are in the industry, in their fields that can truly help us. And they kind of like communicated together and said, we're going to make this company that will help people in personal fitness, personal growth. They call it life coaching. I call it life building. Okay. Because people hear the word life coach, and you think they're being coaching, but no, we're going to help you to build the type of life, the type of future you want. Okay. Because it's yours. Okay. And by doing that, you can now have insurance, peace of mind, do the things you want to do. But then again, you're offering humanity that person which whom you truly are again, bringing more value to you and them, because now you're offering humanity and people are looking and are hungry for who you are and the things you have to offer as being who you are. That makes sense.
Sure. And I want to share with everyone something that I don't think we've ever brought up here before, but in terms of you understanding coaching and mentoring, tell me about your powerlifting past, if you will.
Yeah, that was interesting. I started lifting when I was 18. And I started competing when I was 18 at 114 pounds. I think I was 112 pounds wet. But it wasn't until I was in my 30s. I got married. I put fitness and all that away. But I was going through a divorce, and I got back into training again. And I had some great mentors. And from 1997 to 1999, because of my mentoring and focus, I was able to win 3 New York State powerlifting championships back to back to back.
Wow.
Multiple other meets. I went to a nationals, my first national competition. I bombed out. It was an experience, but I learned from that. 2 years later, I came back and won the national championship in Buffalo, New York, in 1999. In 1998, I actually jumped in the arena at York Barbell during a World Cup event, won the IPA World Cup at York Barbell. I was weighing in at 127 pounds at a 132-pound weight class. I was squatting 360, bench pressing 225, and deadlifting 407 pounds over triple body weight. Wow. We can do some incredible things if you focus and train. And
I'm blown away that was when you were in your 30s. That and you had put fitness on hold. It's not like you were continually working on that from your teens. Remarkable, but again, it's a testament to I don't want to use a cliche where there's a will, there is a way, but you carve that way. you
have to believe. Yes, it is. It's interesting. People underestimate the mind because a lot of times we focus on the unconscious. I want people to start focusing on the conscious. We allow the unconscious to dictate what we should and can and can't do. But if you consciously say, no, I can, I will, I could, there's a way, I'll find that way.
Yeah.
You're going to be amazed how things are going to change in your life.
It's amazing how our minds can be made up either way. And even to the lifting story, I got back to the gym recently. I was in great shape 2 years ago. We recently just got the same trainer back who is a friend. And I found myself many times when I'm trying to lift or do whatever I'm going to do in the gym, I'll think about it and I'll say, you really, how are you going to do another set? And then I find myself just focusing on a nail in the wall and taking myself out of that moment. And then I just continue and I don't even know I'm doing it. So it's amazing, once you work with the power of your mind.
You just nailed it. And you just did something extraordinary. Okay. Because most people won't recognize that it is about focus, visualizing.
Yeah.
A lot, when you're stretching, doing something, visualizing the motion, the range of motion, the technique, the form, the things you're going to do. Those are the things that are going to conquer your overcoming fear and not being able to do it because you're visually doing it before you're actually doing it.
Yes, that is such a key point. And even I do marketing as well. And I always say to everybody, if I have an idea or a situation and I already played it in my mind, what the commercial is going to sound like, what it's going to look like, whatever it may be, it's already done. I already did it. It's going to be phenomenal. Doesn't happen all the time, but I've already visualized it ahead of time. And it's to your point. And I don't think we realize the power of our mind where it's done if you can do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Amazing.
And you mentioned about marketing. That's another thing. If a person's already in business doing something and they figure, well, I already am into something or doing well, what's great about Great Life Worldwide is the ebooks because at a low cost, now you have tools to help you to grow that business. You also have resources you can give away to other people to help them so that way you can bring them aboard, whatever
Sure.
it is you may be doing. But the tools and services to build whatever it is you're doing are there, and it's a very inexpensive way to do it. So
Sure.
it isn't that you have to just join Great Life for Great Life. Join it to enhance another business you might be doing because you're going to find out there's nothing wrong with having multiple streams of income because if one goes dry, at least you can rely on another one.
I spend more on coffee every week than this costs. And look what it's your life that you're building, or for some of us, rebuilding. Franklin, how do we find you? How do we learn more about the program?
Well, again, you can go to the unemployedgenius.com. You can give me a call on my cell phone, which is right here. Okay. 315-591-8287. Please, if I don't answer, leave a message because I do get phone calls. Sometimes I have to shut it off and then go back to the mailbox because, it's my personal phone. Okay. I don't have one for business because I want to be able to contact people. I want to be able to hear from them. And then I can set you up on a couple other groups or emails where we can then communicate from there afterwards.
Sure. Well, that's a game changer for me. You're accessible. You make yourself accessible. Thank you so much for being here today. And I just realized in looking in your background, I see the medals and the trophies. Wow. What a journey. Great talking with you. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you. You have an awesome day. Appreciate you.
You too. Same here. We'll be right back.
Yep.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
Hey, Dad, how do airplanes fly? What's in this box? Can I touch this? Where does sand come from? Is this tree good for climbing? What happens if I mix these two things together? How are babies made? What does this thing do?
Kids are curious about everything, including guns. Talking to them about gun safety in your home is a good first step, but you can do more. Always keep your guns locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition. Storing your guns securely is the best way to prevent family fire, including unintentional shootings. For more information on safe gun storage and ways to keep your family safe, visit endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org.
What do we keep in the attic? What's this thing called? Can I ride my bike backwards?
Like I said, kids are curious. It's up to us to keep them safe. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.